That is the floor. That is the floor. Look at my shadow. I look like there's somebody standing behind me with a gun to my head. Just kidding. Alright. Back by popular demand. This is Tad Talks GameTZ Part 2. And before I get started, just to let you know, I don't know, I could probably go on about GameTZ all day. I'll do a part 3 if I need to, but I'm going to keep this at about 20 minutes so the video doesn't cut off again. Still not sure what happened last time, but it cut off at 29 minutes, so try and do 20 tonight. But anyway, I want to get into a lot of things tonight. Going to try to if we got time. And first off, very important announcement. I have consulted with the Council of Tads. Very reclusive, very manipulating the masses type thing. Secret society, if you will. The Council of Tads have reviewed the scripture, the prophecy, and last week I mentioned that Dashy 10 was a main man. Well, apparently, folks, that's not all he is. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The prophecy has spoken. Dashy 10 is the chosen one. He will deliver GameTZ from evil, which mainly I mean Dream Symphony. And we'll fucking do stuff. I don't know. I had it sounding better in my head, but I fail as always. But anyway, let's see. First order of business, I want to talk about fun little things on GameTZ. Like we got the freebie forum. Basically, rules are, I think, actually, I'm not sure if you have to have a bronze star or a silver star to join the freebie forum. I'm not sure. But basically, if you meet the criteria, you post a list of freebies, give away some free stuff, and you can take other freebies. And that's been one of the greatest things about GameTZ for man, a lot of years. I think freebie forum's been probably around maybe 5-6 years, maybe? I don't know exactly, but it's a great place. If you haven't heard about the freebie forum, it's cool. You know, you ain't gonna find any of that. Like, one time, back around, I think it was around the time when William took the forum over, this guy was gonna give away a copy of fucking Musha for the Genesis. And that's like a $150 fucking game. And we were like, whoa, we appreciate it. But I think you're outdoing yourself here a little bit. Dude had no idea it was worth that much. So thank God we told him, because if Seahawks fan would have been around back then, he would have taken that shit. I guarantee it. I would have too if I didn't have a conscience. I may be a fucking weirdo, but I have morals. Let's see, also, we got the Steam group, the GameTZ group, and the GameTZ giveaways group, which, basically, I don't know what the criteria for that one is either, but basically, if, I think you gotta have, like, a star at least, or something, but send, let Grenadier know your, community profile link. Yeah, sorry. It's been a long day. I fucking brain farted. Anyway. Beer to pick me up. Anyway, yeah, give your Steam profile link or community link, whatever it's called, to Grenadier and he'll get you added. Hopefully he doesn't get flooded with messages and winds up getting pissed off at me. I talked about GameTZ feuds last time, and man, I used to be such a dick to Grenadier. And honestly, nowadays, I don't know why I was pissed off at him. I don't know. Yeah, Bill has told me for years, Grenadier's not that fucking bad. He's actually a good guy. You just, I don't know what my problem was with him. But Grenadier, I apologize. You know, Grenadier's a good guy. I don't know. I had a very big phase on GameTZ where I just loved starting shit with people. And really all it did was make me look like a huge douchebag. Like, not as bad as Sheesh. I don't know, maybe an angrier Hunt is what I was back then. I was still a jackass, but I was angrier about it. But anyway, we had a discussion in chat last night. Now, I want everybody watching this video to do me a favor, and one of these days just hop into chat for a little bit. GameTZ chat, that's always been my home. I fucking love chat, been using it since I joined the site 14 fucking years ago. And it's been neglected a lot. You know, at one point in time, there was one night, I believe, it was in the 80s, I want to say we had, I think it was 87 people at one time in chat. Now, we're lucky if we get like 10 or 12. That maybe only happens like, I don't know, maybe a couple, maybe once every other week or something like that, but man, get in chat, motherfuckers, we're not that bad. You know, Priest of Gaming's up in that bitch usually. There's Dream Symphony. Fuck that motherfucker. That fucking fuck. Dream Symphony, you're a fucking fuck. You are a fucking dirty fuck from Fucktown. Anyway, I'm not going to name drop anymore because I pretty much just made Dream Symphony my bitch. He owes me. I own him now. I own you, Dream Symphony. I don't own my own property or a savings account. I own you, bitch. I apologize. Alright, anyway, let's see. Yeah, chat. You know, one of the main draws back in, I don't know, a few years back, we had a trivia night. I don't remember who ran it, but man, that was a big thing. We used to get 30, 40 people every trivia night. And it was fun as hell. And there was prizes and shit, and I don't think I have the capabilities to run that whole, you know, come up with questions and all that good shit. And really, I don't have a lot of good stuff, so the prizes would suck. Well, I have good stuff, I'm just not getting rid of it. But, yeah, chat night was, chat night. Yeah, chat night. I really won GameTZ over with that one, didn't I? The first night was successful, but I wasn't there because I was in fucking jail. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, chat night sucked. But no, trivia night was really cool, and I'd like, if anybody is willing to take up the reins, do another trivia night, please consider it. I'm sure several GameTZers would be willing to chip in their efforts. I mean, I'd help out a little bit. I don't know how useful I'd be, but you know, it'd be fun to see that again. And let's see, what was the other thing we used to do that I loved? Give me a minute. Oh, yes. The GameTZ podcast, which that was ran by Speed Paperback. And the GameTZ podcast was the shit. I'm sure they're still online. Actually, speaking of Sam Paperback, he popped up a little bit ago. We haven't seen him in a while. Glad to see him again. He's a good guy. And, you know, the GameTZ podcast was fucking awesome. And I've been kind of thinking, I don't know, just an idea, if anybody thinks I could actually pull it off, I would be willing to resurrect the GameTZ podcast. Do it my fucking self. You know, if it's going to get GameTZ a little more popularity, I don't know. I'm not kidding myself. I don't know if I'm going to fucking bring anybody, to any new people to GameTZ, be a big draw or something, but when new users do come to GameTZ, they can see this shit. You know, get a little history lesson, what we're really all about. Well, not we, because I'm a fucking fucktard. You don't really want to be like me. Don't worry, Dashy 10's not going to be like me. He will surpass me in every fucking way. Here's to you, Dashy. But yeah, Trivia Night would be cool again, and GameTZ podcast would be cool. And you know, a lot of times you'll see a lot of people doing contests. Like recently, we've had the Play It Forward contest. We had Josh now, and his hints suck. That is the GameTZ consensus. Josh, you fail at hinting. Fuck you. Please don't kill me for saying that. Because in all honesty, I am scared of Josh. The man is a crazy person. Yeah. Wow. Now I'm all nervous and I forget what I was talking about. Son of a bitch. I think I just pooped my pants. But anyway, yeah, we got that contest, and we have contests here and there. And other things that are making a really big comeback are the auctions. Like, well, you'll see one person do an auction, and then everybody will be like, wow, that's going really well, and a lot of people other do ones. But now we're kind of seeing cool little variations. Like there was a reverse auction where the max bid was the starting price, and every hour he decreased it. I think that was Dale Cooper that did that. I apologize if I'm wrong. And Archer started his big 24-hour auctions, and those are really cool. I like the 24-hour auctions. I just don't have anything that good to do a one auction item. See, when I do an auction, I wait till I have a bunch of fucking spare games. You know, I pick shit up. Flea market, thrift store, buy shit, don't want it anymore, sell it, whatnot. But usually I like to build up my game reserves and do an auction on GameTZ. And I'll tell you what, the lowest I've ever made on an auction, and I've done 7 or 8 of them, the lowest I've made in one auction was $225. Most I made